All right, let's have a therapy session today. So, topic for today, victim mentality. What is a victim? What is victim mentality? It's basically a mindset of where you feel like that you're a victim to everything. Every circumstance, everything that happens to you, you're basically a leaf blowing through the wind, that you are where you're at now because of other people, and that it's other people's fault that you aren't successful, that you can't thrive, that you can't be responsible for your life. Victims typically blame other people for their own mistakes, their own problems. They tend to feel helpless, insecure. They tend to catastrophize, and they also tend to really not take any action. They put all their problems on other people and expect other people to change. They expect the world to change for them instead of them changing themselves to adjust and adapt to the world. So how do you overcome victim mentality? That's a tough one. You use cognitive behavioral therapy, crushing bad thoughts, that a lot of times we can dwell on all the negatives in life. But really, if we dwell on all the negativity all the time, like the news is full of like all the negativity. So why should your brain be full of negativity? It's a good thought to think about. It's like, why do we want to give our power away to other people? And I think victims, they don't realize that that's what they're doing, is they're letting other people have power over them. And they also feel powerless. So it's understandable why they would give their power away, because they don't feel like they have any at all. And they feel like that they feel better about themselves blaming it on like other people, because it's a lot better at least you feel a lot better having your failures be outside of your control. It's like, oh, I failed this because of that. It's a lot harder to swallow that pill of I failed this because of I wasn't being responsible. And I think one of the key ways to breaking out of this victim mentality mindset is to challenge all your negative beliefs. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, or I like to call it crushing bad thoughts. And then another one is really just taking 100% responsibility for your life. Everything that happens to you in your life, whether it's in your control or like out of your control, you just take responsibility. That yes, you can't control what happened to you, but you are responsible for how you let it affect you. You're responsible for, you getting the help and the healing to overcome that. You're responsible for that. You might not have full control of like who your parents are, or what state you grew up in, or where your zip code is, or your sexuality, all that stuff. You don't have, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. There's nothing wrong with any of that. I mean, your parents, there might be something wrong with them, but where you live and all that different stuff, like that, all that can be out of your control. But you're still responsible for your life. Just because you grew up with the wrong genetics, the wrong parents, the wrong whatever, wrong, quote unquote, just because you grew up with bad luck doesn't mean that you're always doomed that way. That's the mindset that keeps spinning the bad luck, is believing in that narrative. It's time to change the narrative, change the story. It just starts with this present moment now. Everything that ever happened to you has led up to this moment now. And this moment right now, how you choose, your attitude in this moment right now, and what you choose to do, your choices right now, they're all dictated right now. They're all happening right now. We can choose right now to be the change that we want to be the person that we aspire to be right now. It doesn't matter really what happened all the years in the past, as long as you make the commitment right now to choose to be 100% responsible. As long as you make that commitment to be responsible, that I am responsible for the issues that I went through, it's my responsibility to fix those. I'm not to blame for what happened. It's a response ability that we all have, because we have the ability to respond to anything, because nobody can make our choices for us but us. And they say that we are our choices. So hopefully that's helpful. It's just really just to inspire people to get out of that rut that they're in, and that, yeah, you might not have the life that you want now. You might have the life that you want now. I don't know. But the present moment, focus on what you can do now, and then your future, you can visualize the worst case scenario all you want, but if you focus so much on what you don't want rather than what you do want, then you're never really going to get what you want. You see that? If you focus all your energy on what you don't want, that's just what you're going to keep bringing into your life. If you focus more on what you do want, things that you want to move towards, then you'll have a better chance at achieving those. So focus on what you want, be grateful for what you have, and then be responsible for the rest of your life.